Also chasing invaluable bonus points, and their eagerness was evident right from the start. Determination combined with high levels of skill meant that Geraint Lewis was able to chase, pick up and feed David James for a great opening try. The home side was sharp and seemed to have regained their form. Centre Jason Lewis showed the Ponty backs the way by bursting through the Newport defence. With only fullback David Smith covering, it was a matter of timing to put David James clear for his second try. With Newport's weakness exposed, Geraint Lewis decided it was time to take advantage. A beautiful break by him caught Newport on the turn, and with good support from David James and Gareth Wyatt, the pressure was on. Newport struggled to temporarily stop the movement, but Pontypridd were just winding up for phase 2. And who was there to finish it off but the man who started the move, Geraint Lewis. Ponty led 20-0 at the interval. In the second half, with confidence high, Kevin Morgan was the next to pierce the black and amber defence. And after a strong run, it was all about vision and awareness. David James knew exactly what was needed and timed his run perfectly. A nice underarm pass, and Geraint Lewis was there to pick up his second try. And then the man Newport dreaded after the last encounter, where he scored a hat-trick, Paul John, burst through only to find international flanker Martin Williams on his shoulder. And he had the pace and strength to brush off the attempts of Sean Connor for a very popular try.
Over try, and from clean line-out ball, hooker Jonathan Evans. Williams a tricky pass. Manley and John were the crucial links before flanker Geraint Lewis went searing through. Pontypridd's attack, factor in Pontypridd's attack, and although outplayed in some areas up front, the home side still produced the kind of tries which keep the fans faithful. David James's effort penalty drew them level at the beginning of the second half, and the game was wide open. Also, it seemed to David James, who took advantage of a hint of a gap before recycling at the point of contact to Paul John, who sent a risky miss pass to Kevin Morgan. He had Gareth Wyatt looping over from the right wing for the score. Indeed, pace was the dominant factor, and that applied to the passing as well as the running. Greg Prosser did his bit with a little run in the centre before honouring Morgan with a touchdown. Lacked the finishing ability which Ponty seemed to have in abundance. Geraint Lewis crowned an outstanding game with a last try and a place.
And picked up and fed by Wendell, but David James came through at real pace. And it's Stephen Jones tried to get a piece of him. Williams did. When it was moved wide from the short penalty, or at his feet. And again they try to put the drive on, but Llanelli able to absorb the momentum. And McIntosh with a crow. Well, now it's a debate whether he picks up and goes or the feed is slow that Llanelli are going to reorganise anyway. Jenkins flicked out left, Simon Enoch with a dummy, and in at the corner. Well, super try from Simon. Williams with a feed, back inside again. Williams, good break from him, good support play, and Jenkins is away down the right-hand touchline. Nobody will get to him. Neil Jenkins in for the score.
The crowd screaming. After a nice slip pass from Aled Griffiths, Paul John's blistering pace was too much for Neath. Neil Jenkins was true with his conversion. Just 1 minute later and they were at it again. Winger Geraint Lewis, who so often comes up trumps on his appearances for Pontypridd, showed the advantages of pace. There was no catching him. Then from a Neath line-out, Paul John was sharp to clean up. Before the All Blacks knew it, they were defending again, and a nice inside pass put Sean Bundy on his way. Neil Jenkins converted again. 8 minutes gone, 19-0 to Ponty, and Neath's dreams of a European Cup place were shattered. Pontypridd ran everything, and from this quick tap penalty, Paul John got his second try. It was time for Neath to stop the rot, and they seemed to gain a little control, but their comeback was halted by another Pontypridd surge. The home side had stretched the All Blacks' defence, and some nice handling from flanker Martin Williams, who went on to win man of the match, put Dale McIntosh in for a good try. Neath were battling hard to get back in the game, and the forwards worked well to secure possession. A lot of pressure on Neath, and in just 10 minutes, Gareth Wyatt was strong enough to ride Delmy Williams' tackle. Neath's reply to that was very direct. A great dive pass from Neil Einan put the backs on their way. A simple miss one with Jason Lewis looping created the overlap, and Simon Enoch was left with the simplest of run-ins. Even in open play, Pontypridd showed great composure and always looked comfortable on the ball. And Steele Lewis had come on as a replacement and was keen to get on the score sheet. Pontypridd really wanted the full bonus points and were happy to rub salt into the wound. This final phase of play had 5 quick short passes in it before ending up in Geraint Lewis's hands to crown a wonderful performance. Final score, Pontypridd.
Enoch fed out left. And again, the 10 metres not being given by Bridgend. So Bridgend have the option of lining up on that line, and they'll need to be flat. Geraint P. Lewis on the charge and made the ball available very quickly. Dug out, fed left this time. Jenkins looks back inside for Simon Enoch, cut through the first line and gets there. Well, Simon Enoch came in, brought back nicely. It's bounced up nicely for Simon Enoch, and the feed into Geraint Lewis, and Lewis has got the pace to go all the way and will do. Good try from Pontypridd. It was Neil Jenkins talking to the backs, and this is a fine attacking position. A little tap from Matthew DeMay, takes it left. Martin Williams and Geraint Lewis in for his second try. The angle came back inside. Now they're working the blind side. Geraint P. Lewis, lovely hands from Pontypridd. Wyatt through the first line and over it. Good try from Ponty. Goal line. Desperate struggle to recycle. John Jenkins back inside. Jason Lewis came in on the angle, and again they exploit the blind side. Paul John on a roll and gets the touchdown. Lewis, Wyatt spins out of 1, spins out of 2, lovely sidestep, reverse pack inside to Martin Williams, back inside to Wyatt and score. They kept possession.